On the road, looking for a win against an Eastern Conference rival. The Washington Wizards are ready for this thing to get started. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Pass to Nwora. Lets it go from deep. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
And the Pacers finished 25 and 57 last season, their worst record since the mid-'80s. Indiana deciding to go young, and with that comes growing pains.
Now, here is Halliburton, following the miss by Porzingis. And Halliburton slams it in.
And Halliburton, if he gets that little runway, he'll show you how athletic he can be.
And last season, a tough one, Indiana, with their lowest winning percentage, Greg, in over 30 years.
Yeah, but I loved how they approached the end of the season. Bringing in Tyrese Halliburton, playing a lot of the younger players, planning for the future. Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And Kuzma slams it in.
Yeah, don't settle for all the jump shots. If you got that size and that ability, Kuzma getting to the rim.
It's stolen by Morris. Inside. It's deflected. Here's Nwora. Left side, Turner. Lays it up off the glass.
A big like Turner, just using that height inside, it's almost a lost art.
Here's Beal. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Always a shame to see a guy like Bradley Beal have to go in for season-ending surgery like he did in 2022.
Well, that decision, I think, was tough, but in the end, for the length and longevity of his career, was the smart one for Bradley Beal. Get himself fully healthy, fully physically and mentally ready to get back on the NBA floor and be as productive as he's been throughout his career.
Now, here's Kuzma. Good D by Hield.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Here's Halliburton. Outside Turner. Pass to Mathurin. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And so here is Indiana after the basket by Washington. Here's Turner, and it's Turner finishing it off.
Nice find by Halliburton, just a great feel for the game.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
Here they are, your Indiana Pacers.
And Morris has got the ball here for Washington. They trail by 1. Beal from long range. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Here's Mathurin. They kick out to Hield. Here's Mathurin. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And Halliburton slams it in.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And staying healthy for Porzingis has been a challenge over his career. Not uncommon for players standing well above 7 feet.
Now, here's Halliburton. Halliburton on the wing. Pass to Nesmith. And it's off from three-point range. And in New York, even before his injuries, the front office voiced concerns about Porzingis' ability to stay healthy.
Well, the track record for players 7'2" and up, not great. In today's game, demands more movement from big men than ever before.
Now Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Pass to Mathurin. And the Pacers can't get it to go. We've got 1:18 left here in the opening quarter. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Here's Mathurin. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Nesmith can't get it to go.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Now here's Porzingis. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Pass to Jackson. Outside for Halliburton. Now here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
7-second difference. Shot and game clock. The Wizards with another miss. Indiana leading. In the corner, it's Hield. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Beal. There's the drive. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Such a big-time move from Beal, a big-time player.
With one on the clock. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Pacers lead by 3. And we'll get the second.
Youth Dance Team.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Pacers.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
Kristaps on the inside that time doing some damage.
Jackson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Something that the Wizards struggled with last year, Brent, was a lack of consistency.
Yeah, constantly shifting the rosters and starting lineups. Obviously a new coach, so tactically some different things being deployed. You got to find a dependable foundation, and training camp in the early part of the season for this team, really, really important.
Pass to Nesmith. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the
Second team foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Washington.
They've been so aggressive going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration. And over the last couple of seasons, it feels like the Washington Wizards roster is in constant flux. I mean, from role players to all-stars, guys coming in and out.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, Kristaps Porzingis famously earned the nickname the Unicorn for his combination of size and skill. A former All-Star, injuries have held him back. But now a new team presents a new opportunity. KP says, I'm going to take my game to the next level because my body is going to be healthy, and that's it. Well, Kevin, let's hope so.
Absolutely. He has had injuries along the way, but the talent is obvious. David, thanks. And that one is good. For Washington, how difficult, Greg, is it to win when your roster changes, as you were just talking about? It changes so much from year to year.
It's really tough. I mean, take Spencer Dinwiddie. He signs a big 3-year deal, traded 6 months later. So when things like that happen, it's so difficult to create chemistry.
None wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pass to Turner. Here's the three. A three-pointer is right on target. Turner's got 7.
Makes decisive decisions on the hardwood. Once Turner saw the catch-and-shoot opportunity, he was locked and loaded.
Here's Duarte. Now Turner. Gibson with the steal. Down low. It's tipped. And the wide-open shot from McConnell. And Indiana, another 3.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed and getting out on it.
Here's none. No good that time. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. This is his first free throw of the game. Now the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
And the Pacers have been one of those teams that they're allergic to rebuilding, but there's clearly a youth movement in Indy, and with young talents like Tyrese Halliburton and Ben Mathurin, they already boast some nice building blocks.
So nice to see a big guy with that kind of shooting touch. One of Porzingis' strongest attributes.
And Halliburton slams it in. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
It's deflected.
It's just a tremendous defensive effort from Halliburton.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Halliburton outside. Indiana moving it around. Here's Brissett. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Here's Duarte. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Brissett, no good.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Here's Brissett. His three-pointers off the mark. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone. Finished off the break. Porzingis has got 9.
And you can see Porzingis a great job as a big to run the floor and help get that 3.
Pass to Turner. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Beal. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. GA, he's asked to carry a big-time scoring role, but Bradley Beal makes his teammates better as well.
And that's an area, Kevin, he has really grown. And his playmaking, when the defense overcommits, you make them pay with the pass.
Well, everyone knows that Bradley Beal is going to produce, but he plays with such great effort at both ends. He doesn't just kick his feet up when he's on D.
It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
There's 42 seconds left from the first half of basketball. The wide open look here for Porzingis. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. Washington calls timeout. And there's no question that Porzingis is still a very effective player in this NBA.
Yeah, and I guess, Kevin, the thing we're still looking for is the consistency in the health. We know how talented he is offensively and how he can stretch out defenses with his ability to shoot the ball, but something's got to change in terms of how consistent we get KP on the floor for the entirety of a season.
And here's none. Avdia gets the bucket. Avdia's got 6. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for Indiana. They trail by 1. And Nesmith with the slam.
Sweet pass from Turner. He's really been working on his ability to pass the ball.
For Washington, they have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. He's off on the first.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
So easy to respect Taj Gibson and the way he goes about his business. A strong leader on and off the floor.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Here's Gibson. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Pacers out in front, leading by 3. And we'll be back right after this. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Wright. It's rebounded by Indiana. Healed outside. Now, here's Nesmith. And Kendrick Nunn is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Halliburton outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Mathurin. No good on the 3. Wizards trailed by 3. Now Nunn to the inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Assisted.
Nunn's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Wizards. 2022, Greg, a year for the Washington Wizards with some historic significance.
And it marks 25 years of the Washington Wizards name being on an NBA jersey. A cool moment for the current players who can look back on this franchise and know they're a part of history.
Here's Mathurin. And a miss there on the triple. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Pass to Avdia. Jackson comes over with the double. Shots good by Gibson.
Working on the inside, Taj Gibson goes to it. Tremendous at imposing his will down there.
To the middle. Here's Jackson. And Gibson sends it back. In the corner, right with it. The rebound by Halliburton. Indiana trailing here. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Wizards ownership has promised to never hit the hard reset button we saw from teams in recent years like the Sixers. But the fact remains that this is a franchise that last enjoyed a 50-win season in 1979. So for the patient, diehard fans in the DMV, it seems the wait for a true contender may take a lot longer. Kevin?
Well, time will tell, David. Thanks.
And that's a great play on defense there. Forced him to rethink the shot and then able to come up with the steal.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Both teams will make substitutions. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Porzingis inside. And the shot is good. Porzingis has got 11.
Yeah, almost impossible to stop down low at 7-3. Porzingis over the top.
Back to Turner. Healed outside. To the left wing. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Turner. Got it. Good job in the low post. He's got 11.
Putting on the hard hat there. Give Turner credit for staying locked in on capitalizing no matter what.
Back to McConnell. Pass to Nesmith. Here's Mathurin. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
Well, next time he should do a better job, I think, of getting balanced and set up his feet. That just throws your body way out of whack and hurts your percentages.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
2 shots.
And Morris drops them both. Pacers trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Back to McConnell. Out left to the wing. Over to the left wing. Porzingis with the block.
That's a forgotten skill as Porzingis able to get up there and throw that one away. He's finished top 10 in blocks a couple of times.
Three-pointer healed. Washington leading now by 3. Outside, Porzingis bangs home the trifecta.
2 minutes.
Porzingis has got 14.
Porzingis has shown us signs of a little bit of everything here. Scoring, skill, dominating offensively. A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Out to Morris. Over McConnell. Morris, no good. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. 6-point game. On the wing, Turner. Here's Nora. Porzingis with the block. Left side, Beal. Kuzma outside. Porzingis is double. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And a player opt-out for Kyle Kuzma after this season. GA probably hoping to earn himself a raise.
Yeah, and he's a worker, looking to round out his game and take that next step.
Wizards.
just entering his prime.
Kristaps Porzingis, throughout his career, continues to look for good health. And when he is that, he's a force.
Washington calls timeout.
Once again, give it up for your Postmates Dance team.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
And back in 2021, Miles Turner put up a crazy stat line. 7 made threes, 13 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Just the 4th time someone has reached those numbers in a game.
Pocket 6. It's stolen by Morris. We've seen him miss a couple from the line so far, going 2 for 4.
Third team foul.
That free throw good from Porzingis. "36 seconds left to play in the third. Porzingis is doubled to the left side wing. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Pacers trail by 8.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
And every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Nora. Trying to find Halliburton and gets it to him. And the rejection by Gafford. It could go. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Washington holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been at
47.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Halliburton outside. Pass to Nora. Back to Halliburton. Off target from three-point range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Duarte. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
Yeah, it's one thing he showed in college. Tyrese Halliburton just has a great ability to scan the floor, and he can thread that ball into some really tight spaces.
None with it. To the paint. Gibson.
Taj Gibson.
And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Gibson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Wizards. Right side Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Gibson. Rebounded by Jackson. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
First team foul.
Here's Halliburton. Pass to Jackson. Here's Nora. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Taj Gibson picks one up.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Washington.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Gafford misses. Pacers trail by 4. Pass to Jackson. Takes it inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Wizards leading by 4. To the inside. And the rejection by Jackson. Pass to Nora. From deep. It's rebounded by Porzingis. It's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Washington. To the middle. Here's Gafford. Good work there as it goes. And now a 6-point Washington lead.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Here's McConnell. Pass to Nora. Back to McConnell. The shot comes out. And Washington the other way now. Out to Kuzma. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Gafford with the ball. Can't get it to go. He's made 4 and just missed his 4th. Here's Neesmith. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Jackson.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Throw good, Beal.
Shooting for Washington, Bradley Beal. 2 shots.
And so he hits both.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Back to Halliburton.
2 minutes remaining.
Healed outside.
2 minutes.
Indiana moving it around. Pass to Brissett. Second shot opportunity. Mathurin, good.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're up by 4. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Both teams decided to change it up. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
During that break, Coach Wes Unseld Jr. had some advice for the team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Thanks, David. Mr. Porzingis. Yep, it counts. Porzingis has got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Halliburton, that's good.
Now he's coming to the NBA, making an impact, and he's making one right here in a big-time moment.
Over in the corner, Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
That's a huge confidence boost right there for Kristaps Porzingis. He's proving he's got what it takes in those moments.
Over to the wing. It's stolen by Morris. Outside, Beal. Out to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Third team foul.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
And the future's so bright for Halliburton, such a talented guard with outstanding work ethic and a real drive to improve.
Beal from long range. And again, Washington with the triple.
3 points.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Here's Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the...
The feel relaxed, it's like they therapeutic. She take that down, call back so she won't think I need it. If I don't post and I go ghost, it's gonna be for a reason. Just got my reading and my reasons. I'm booked out the region. This jury call on me, I'm freezing. No way I'm anemic.
For no reasons, they wanna see us end up like we were Gina or Mean Girl. Princess or queen, tomboy or king. You've heard a lot you've never seen. Mother Earth, Mother Mary, rise to the top. Divine feminine, I'm feminine. Woman, let me be a woman. Woman, woman, woman. I can be a woman.
about rags to riches, more about how I mastered physics. In the game, I used to train like Rocky, catch it. I was nice, but they was right when they told me that rapper business. I had 10 bands in my stash when I passed over $500,000. Come easy, no good, don't be surprised I'll last you. It's like they put out a smash, then they gone in a flash and minute. And then they make tracks and distance like that's gonna add up the digits. They showing fake racks and pictures like that's gonna attract the that was really me. I ain't have to act and conflicted. Only difference is I'm living, and I would've one of who knew that after. And I still be casual, spending $1 plus annual income. So here's my manual, then some. And this east side still in me, my ability to turn words to imagery. Probably the reason they gon' remember me. Figure we walk this tightrope with a feline's agility. Did so much to me, I could never live civilly. I can never without checking my mirrors visually. Come with that energy, cause gon' always stick with me. They wanna know what I brought to Griselda. I say validity. They asking what work I put in. I'm like, but didn't we? Problems, then I correct through the obstacles I progress. Illogical for them to feel they responsible for our success. Besides Kanye West, tell me who else I gotta respect. Cause I'm kinda perplexed. It's about time that I got my respect. It's the Butcher. Let's go.
About time that I got my respect, it's the Butcher. Yeah. Cold world. Griselda. You know what I mean?
Griselda.
You know what it is. When I show up, I'm on 10, not 9. On the night I was born, the rain was pouring, God was crying, lightning struck, power outage, sparks was flying, the real one's here, the young boy that walked with lions around the outlines of chalk with a lion. Of course I'm trying to revive a sport that's dying, but the in the bars that y'all relying, got these nerves thinking that you Zion, but that just mean I ain't as comfortable as y'all with lying, stretching the truth. No, I never stress in the booth. They feel the pressure, me, I feel like I just left a masseuse. Effortless, how I'm skating on these records is proof. I put your favorite rapper, never letting them loose. Cold world, the heater blast to your speaker. He the last of Mohicans, no weaklings last in my sneakers. Want me on the song, he gon' see the wrath of the. I'm probably gon' go to G.